Soul Free with Harlan Friedman, your home for sneakers and culture.
Ooh, that is so fire!
Hey, what's going on? It's Harlan for Soul Free. We're here at Shoreline Sports Cards in Port Washington. It's a great shop. If you haven't seen it, you definitely want to check it out. I'm here with a dear friend of mine, my brethren, Lawrence Davis. Lawrence, how you doing today?
I made it to the show. I can't believe it.
No, you're on.
I mean,
You're
everybody
on.
else gets on except me.
I know.
I'm here.
Well, Lawrence, it was great talking to you. And anyway, obviously you've seen Lawrence on different things with me. You've seen him on TV. You've seen him at all your favorite athletic appearances you've gone to. Lawrence, you've been doing this for so long.
Keep it with the so long.
Yeah, so long. But for this industry, you
Okay.
know, yeah, for this industry,
Yeah.
talk to me about where you see this go. Like I feel like Fanatics has been great at really capturing that fan to athlete experience, something you've been doing for years.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how this is getting bigger and better.
I think they're making it bigger and
Yeah.
better. And I think their relationships with the players are realizing that Fanatics can take them to another level, even though in what they're doing on a day-to-day, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, hockey, whatever sport they're playing, they're already killing it. Fanatics is able to take them to whole new sites that they never thought in the marketing world, whether it's autographs, whether it's trading cards. Like we're here in this store, and I can't believe that Pokemon is exploding.
Huge.
I mean, I don't know what sport did he play?
Yeah.
Or she,
Yeah.
or is it he or she? I don't even know.
It's a they.
It's
a
a
they.
they.
It's a they. It's a they. Yeah.
It's a them.
Yeah, it's a them.
So I think that they've done a great job, and I think that still the grassroots of people going to a card show, meeting a player, like coming here to meet Larry Johnson today, meeting the player, talking to him, getting a photo, getting an order, is still going to be the mainstay of the business.
Yeah, that personal touch.
Yeah, I think people love that, and I like that. I've never been the guy to push the people along. I give them a minute or so, and let them tell that story that really puts a smile on their face.
Yeah. Now, this is a question I've actually been dying to ask you.
Me?
Like our whole,
Okay.
So you've created thousands of experiences for people, where they've met their favorite athletes, their favorite actors, whoever it might be. Growing up, if you could have had that experience for yourself, who would have been the one person you wanted to meet?
Clyde. Clyde Frazier.
Clyde
Because
Frazier.
Clyde was cool, like him and Namath, and they were cool.
Yeah.
They got all the women. Sorry, they got the
yeah.
women. They're
Yeah.
hanging.
Yeah.
Everyone loved. There are certain guys that can go both ways.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way. The women love them, and the guys love them
Yeah.
because they're cool.
Yeah.
Clyde and Joe Willie, man.
Yeah.
Who is cooler than those
Now,
two?
I want you to call in your mental phone. I want you to call 13-year-old Bar Mitzvah Lawrence.
Yes,
and
Lawrence.
tell him that one day Clyde Frazier will be one of your best friends.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. That's a dream. I
yeah.
wake up and it's say, not happening. My brother was in love with Willis Reed. So you're trying to tell me that in Rockaway Beach,
Yeah.
Clyde and Willis going to walk into my house?
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah. And now it happens almost every week for Shabbat.
Right.
Anyway, Lawrence, thanks for having us. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to ripping some wax packs and talking to the big guy later.
Soul free, baby. Number one.
We're here at Shoreline Sports Cards here with the man himself, Larry Johnson. LJ, what's up, brother?
Not a whole lot, man. Just getting through this weather.
Yeah. So this is fun. There's, hundreds of kids coming here to meet you today. When you were a kid, who was the one player you wanted to meet?
I was big time Moses Malone fan. Moses coming out of high school, country boy, big time Moses Malone. But like before Moses, it was always Dr. J for me.
Mm-hmm. And so growing up here in New York, obviously we had all these New York players to look up to. Right. Who were the big stars out of Texas when you were growing up? Who were like the local guys that you were fans of?
Most of my guys, Texas is a big time football
Yeah,
state,
that's what I
and
was
it didn't
thinking.
start like really basketball until I hate to toot my own horn, but like my era is when we really got into basketball. I came out, Kurt Thomas came out, high pick, who also played for the Knicks. Chris Bosh, all of us came, Lamar Aldridge. We was all around about our same time. But yeah, there was a Carl Wright that went to SMU that I looked up to, and I signed with SMU coming out of high school. That was who I signed with. And Carl Wright, who was a local guy like myself from Dallas, didn't make it, didn't pan out for him, but I was a big time Carl Wright fan.
Yeah. And I look back in history now, and I think,
And Spud Webb too. My bad, Spud.
oh yeah,
My bad.
oh yeah.
Spud,
We're here at a baseball card store today, and I look at what they're doing,
Shoreline Sports Cards.
Right?
Shoreline, yeah.
and I look what they're doing with different product today. I imagine today you being the #1 draft pick, in your draft class, 91, right? Was it 91?
Yes.
91.
Yes.
Can you imagine the products they would have had for you today with your draft day hat and your patch and your first game?
Well, I believe because I remember signing with maybe 4 or 5 different cards. Card companies. So cards was just, but it wasn't definitely not what it was now, then now. But it was coming into its own. The cards was getting big and big, and I was like, all these cards, what's going on? But yeah, man, well, what's going on now? And even when you go back to college, you got the NIL and these cards and all of this production. It would be great right now.
Yeah.
Missed it.
Yeah. One thing we talk about here on Soul Free all the time is sneakers.
Yeah.
And obviously your sneaker origin story is huge. Did you always want to be a Converse guy? Was there other brands that you were interested in when you were growing up?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I was interested in Nike. I went to UNLV, which was Nike school, so I always
Right.
was Nike. But Converse was always big. Like I said, I was a Dr. J fan, so I always
Yeah.
loved. I had a pair of Dr. J's.
And I always look at your relationship with Converse as being so special. I mean, obviously, you're one of the first players that a company really stepped out for to do a whole campaign, like with Grandmama and whatnot. And for Converse, before that, it was always, come with, be like Magic, be like Larry Bird, be under our umbrella. Of course, Zeke and Bernard King, they had some fun with that. But you were really the first company that Converse really came out and did something big for.
Well, I kind of don't agree with that a little
Okay,
bit.
okay.
Because Magic and Larry and,
Yeah.
and those guys had such a great career, definitely bigger than my career. And Converse was almost like Nike wasn't big as Converse when those guys was playing.
Yeah.
And you can go all the way back to the Chuck Taylor days when
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor was probably the only thing running around the NBA at one
Yeah.
point. So I just think that for them to come out with me putting on a dress and being Grandmama, it kind of took off. That's what it
Yeah.
did. It kind of
Yeah.
took off. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't say that Converse didn't put into those guys that they put
Right.
into me. I just think that ad just was another different level.
Another level.
Yeah.
Another level. Okay, one last question. We got a ton of kids here to meet. 3 main places in your life. Obviously, Texas growing up, playing in Charlotte, playing in New York. Who had the best food?
Oh, great question.
Yeah.
But hands down, I'm a country boy, so
Okay.
so North Carolina got some good barbecue.
Okay.
But all around great food, New York.
All right. And if we're going out in New York and we're going out for dinner tonight, what are we eating?
We're going out for dinner tonight?
Yeah. What are you choosing in New York?
We're gonna do pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah,
Okay.
man. We're gonna go to God Almighty, don't do me like that. We're gonna do some pasta, man.
All right.
Carlisle's. Is it Carlisle's? Carmine's.
Carmine's.
Carmine. Who
Carmine's.
said that?
I said
Come on, man. You hurry up and get out of here.
He likes the pasta. Yeah, 388, Pilatos.
We're going to Carmine's.
All right,
man.
we're going to
Carmine's.
Carmine's.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
LJ.
Get us some garlic chicken.
I love it.
All
I
right,
love
man.
it, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
All right. It's Soul Free, Larry Johnson, Shoreline Cards. That's how we do it. All right, it's been a great night here at Shoreline Collectibles here in Port Washington. Huge thank you to Larry Johnson, everybody at Shoreline, and of course LD Celebs for having us down. It's Harlan, it's Soul Free. We'll see you later. Peace.